Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
Roberto Carlos in acres of space out wide.
He's having a go! Oh, great save by Dida!
He's got to be quick to recover this.
Terrific header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Cafu. Messi.
Uruguay have created a real intensity from the start, and there's no sign of any let-up.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Giorgio Chiellini. He's the very definition of a rock at the back. He's so physically imposing, but also a great reader of the game, and his positioning is usually spot on. The technical side of defending doesn't often get a mention, but...
Great hit! Goal! Uruguay! And Uruguay take the lead!
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Couldn't squeeze it through. Quarter of an hour played. And that's an excellent interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. He's a sharp little ball here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that has put paid to that. Well, nicely intercepted. And that's really well manoeuvred. And here's Hullet. Pinches it off him. Whistle's gone, that's foul. That has been knocked clear. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Zico. Nice ball, and he's in here.
Shot a goal!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that's a very decent... And Hullet! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Hullet actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, what a climb! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Hullet, brilliantly cut out, hoisted in. Chiellini makes the interception. Zico looking to add to his goal. And here's Hullet. Stoichkov. Well timed, excellent interception. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Oh, sweet feet.
Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's there to retrieve it.
Big chance!
White gets it clear. And it's Vieira.
Messi!
Ronaldinho.
Uruguay have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Picked out brilliantly. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Carlos has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And he's there to clear it. And that was very necessary. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0. Reflections on the first half?
Yes, they're behind, but it's a reversible situation. As long as better defensive focus can avoid a second goal on the counter, they know they have the wherewithal to come up with what they need.
Uruguay happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Señoras y señores, por favor eviten estacionar alrededor del estadio. Gracias por su cooperación. Cambio en Uruguay. Entran, se está realizando un cambio.
And we're underway again. Uruguay carrying a one-goal lead. Uruguay come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Zico. He's and the shot! And another try! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Oh, he was first to react, and I love that part of it. The reaction was great, and he almost profited, you know.
Mbappe. Zico. Zico will not want to lose. It's Roberto Carlos!
That's just playing it safe and simple. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And it's Zico. Oh, what a ball!
Can he finish? And it's in! And with that goal comes comfort.
Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Uruguay are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
He's got a side of goal! That's a half-decent try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. He gets big! Yes!
And surely that settles it.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Had a shot.
Great strike, a test for the keeper.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Cafu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's picked his way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Uruguay do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Oh, that's fabulous. Hits one! Sticks it away! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Cambio en Uruguay. Número 10. Messi.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to...
Speculative strike.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. Might want to be careful there.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's away. Can he put it away? It's in! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Referee has just said play on. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's played him through. Bullet! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Well, they could break here. Beckenbauer. Ronaldinho. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Uruguay have a free kick. Ronaldinho! And Kkkk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ronaldinho. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Dumfries. Mohamed Salah. Mbappe! Nicked it back promptly. Stoichkov. Pull it. Beckenbauer. And it's Roberto Carlos. Hullet. Now, what about a counter-attack?
Se van a jugar 4
There
minutos
will
de
be 4
compensación.
extra minutes. He's found a way through. Quality ball. Mohamed Salah is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Stoichkov! Roberto Carlos. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Xavi Alonso. He has found the way through. And that is that. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect. To win, they will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
And expectations are rising, and he's had a hit! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Carlos just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. He could be in here. And he's got the shot away!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Big header! Goal! Uruguay! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Van Buiten demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So, a breakthrough already. Hullet, Messi, and Messi! Oh, what has happened here? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Cafu. Uruguay leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And he's intervened well there. Threads one in. Not the most accurate pass.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Maldini. Roberto Carlos. And that's gone loose. Uruguay are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Passing nice and neat. Messi. Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Maldini wins the duel this time. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Messi. Hullet. Roberto Carlos. No, again there's no way through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Messi. Oh, shooting chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He can get that clear. Roberto Carlos. Gerrard does well to stand firm and defend it.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
It's Kkkk! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
And it's Stoichkov. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Hullet. No, no way through. Roberto Carlos. Backward it goes. Oh, it's a nice idea. And one more try! Just a fraction high.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Cafu. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That is good alertness. It goes to show he is human after all.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Uruguay are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Stoichkov. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Hullet. Hullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the finish! And it's in! Two to the good! They have breathing space!
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Zico.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Stoichkov. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Cafu. And here's Messi. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's certainly onside here. And the first half is done. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Uruguay ahead 2-0, and they are looking good.
Señoras y señores, solamente se permite beber en las áreas indicadas en el mapa. Muchas gracias. Cambio en Uruguay. Número 10. Entran.
That gets things going for the second half.
Cambio.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Speculative strike. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. It's gone out for a throw-in. No, that's been intercepted. It's a pretty loose pass. Great skill, that's nice. Oh, super find. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. And it's gone back to the keeper.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Uruguay different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And the pass is intercepted. And it's Stoichkov. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Roberto Carlos. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Rijkaard. That is great defending, so alert. Uruguay are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now there's a fine ball.
Messi, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Gullit. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Van Balten promptly onto that, and that is that. Ronaldinho. Neymar. Messi.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
And he's straight offside. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Entrará al campo, cambio.
Rummenigge. Neymar. Nicked it back promptly. There's the hit! That has not gone well. And here's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Mbappe. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. The message is clear. None shall pass. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Ronaldinho. He's got a side of goal. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Oh, that just required a bit more...
It's Roberto Carlos! And that would have been game, set and match. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight.
Uruguay couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Ronaldinho. Gullit. Ronaldinho. And it's Gullit. 5 minutes left on the clock. Rummenigge. He is through here.
That's good defensive concentration.
He's beaten the last man, and a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that would have been some goal.
Neymar can really show some outlandish skills, which is...
Neymar! Now, who's going to be first to this? Big chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. And that's that. Uruguay can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.